Hello friends, Arthur here, and this is showcase number 59, as always hosted by Ronan, and we start with Open Water by Zivitsev, which yet again could be some kind of tradition for me. My best result was right after showcase. As of track, it's like for the starter, quite hard one, several jumps, and I messed up several times just to know where to go. So after several attempts and guidelines, I find the way. The most hard moment was the jump from half pipe onto the wood, I don't know, between first and second checkpoint. Quite hard track for me, I would say. Doable, but hard. Iter pora ad finem inutilitatis. Oh, some Latin spell, I guess. I don't know, by Tiger Play on PC. And was really interesting one. So this is quite long track, like almost 2 minutes, but some, as you can see, do it like 1:45. But for some reason I didn't notice the 1 minute, and I thought that this is like 57-second track. And it was really big surprise for me when it was like 57, 1 minute 10. I thought, okay, I slow, but not so slow, especially when you see that there's like no end at the end. So yeah, it was just a fun story for me, but overall it's kind of tricky track with some quite hard lines. I usually don't like really long track, especially like minute and a half, 2 minutes, especially on showcase when you have only 5 minutes. So if you made some mistakes quite far from the start, you have really limited amount of attempts. But again, looking on that I finish it, I believe it's like pretty doable, but we need just really more time. And again, I believe I finished just because I have some other guys in front of me that really show me the way. Without them, I would definitely fail at some point and definitely won't finish such long track. Big Forest by Northwind, and I won't stop repeating I don't like ice in any way, in any part of the track, and even if it's not like whole track, icy track, part of them, because I really can't drive there correctly. And on this track, I believe if you do badly on some of type of ice, in checkpoint 4 for example, you won't be able to do small shortcut. So as you saw, I took the whole line like going up, but with the right amount of speed you can like directly go from the ice and jump over, which could save you quite some time. Last Christmas remastered by Diabler, and yes, this is a track that already was posted, but this is the remaster version with no hidden checkpoint inside of presents, so no excuse to not finish it. This version I love more because you don't need to guess, there's no trolling. Really nice, really interesting track. It is good to see that my time this time was quite better than in old version, so just like for comparison, it's always good to see that you become slightly better. Time to the Lure by OLR94, and I thought for like whole 5 minutes almost until the end that I won't be finishing this track. It's really fast, some lines not obvious, some arrows, they're fine, but maybe made them bigger. For example, transition to the pipe, I didn't really realize it. only because some people in front of me doing it, I was doing it like correctly. But again, it's just probably my problem, my skill issue. But if you know the line, it could be easy. And yeah, at the end, you can, if you will be slightly left, you can easily crash in part of the track. So you need to be slightly right, or take the right half of the track. Black Ice 3 by Sunraku, and well, there is no attempts because my best result, it's barely made it near the checkpoint 1, because it's like a challenging map which like 3 minute 15 long, and you need to do it in whole one attempt, and you need to like discover this map. I know several people who could try to do it, but not in term of a showcase. You won't have any time to do it like fully. And again, even like doing it just flying through whole part of the track, sometimes I was even lost, not realize where you need to go. So I understand that it could be like off from like the idea of the track, but honestly, more science or literally more, some of them like crossroads, and you not really realize where you need to go. Again, maybe it's just because I'm using photo mode and not like driving Zipkiss itself. Maybe when you on like driving Zipkiss, it is easier to realize where you need to go. But again, I didn't show the whole track because, as I was saying, I just lost and I could find the way where you need to go from photo mode. Bean Sandy Speedway by Beams. Really cool, great decoration for the track. I really love it. And the way how track is made with all these like garden tools, all this stuff that play around near the house. Love it. It's like very nice and cool. Overall, not really hard track. One thing that I couldn't do it, go in the higher finish. So as you will see, there's like two of them. One is lower, easier, safer, and one is like risky one. I never was able to find the proper line and angle to go inside the chopper. It was like each time either higher or lower, or didn't have enough speed to do that. Orange Juice by Variable Ferret. Another interesting idea for the track, with I believe several different way how you can do this track, like risky part, safer part. I really love such type thing on the track where it gives you an option like do safety, put your time on leaderboard, and then try to beat like risky or try to improve your time. Probably it would be even better, but my inconsistency on the track lead me to probably lose a couple seconds. But yeah, nice track, even slightly harder one. Meteor Strike by Schmurg, and this track for some people was complaining that they have big FPS drop because of all these fallen parts, moving parts. It is nightmare. For the track, I would say the transition on like Corkscrew Road at the main feature and main pain on the track to find this line. I can't say that I found this line. I just accidentally do this and not crash because I couldn't repeat it like correctly next time. Each time was like lottery for me. Brilliant Blue by Moxter, and this is fully ice track. I couldn't do it. I believe there was like 3 or 4 players who finish it. Almost at the end, but because I was still trying to do this, I didn't catch the like fully finishable attempt from Maki or from other players. But as you can see, everything is a lot of angles, a lot of transition, and you basically need to know how ice is working in Zipkeys to do this correctly, find the way how you need to jump, how you need to move, how you need to turn, because depending on speed, depending on your input, your soulbox behaves so differently. So this is like insanely hard track for me. And knowing that there was like around 30 people, 3 or 4 finishers, means that it's hard for most everyone. Overmaster Weird Wall by Maki and Arms Up Airport. And this is like new feature, probably found by someone, even maybe by Maki or someone else, that if you do like arms up with braking in some interesting way, your soulbox behave differently and you can jump or hover or make Yango, basically paraglide with glide at some sort, which is a nice new like physics in the game. But honestly, only just Maki finish it, and even like rewatching it several times, I just don't understand how he do it, because each time when I try to feel it, it's throw my soulbox on the hill. So I just don't understand even like the first part, how to make that go vertical and slightly like sideways, and then use all this braking arms up like next step that I probably won't able to repeat. Boingy Boingy Boink by Mortishade. Interesting track with really tight lines, tight turns, and really interesting jumps, which I believe we see way more in last 2-3 weeks than it was in previous year. Overall, I would say the jump after checkpoint 3 is the hardest element on this track. If you know where to go, arrows are helping, but even after one attempt you know it. The main problem is to do the jump correct and land on the track and not on the wall. Callisis by Icarus. Really nice track. It's giving me some Trackmania vibes. Overall, very nice and pretty short one with that also could show and explain that even short track could be really fun, and there's a lot of improvement. Like during all these 5 minutes, I made like second and a half faster time from my first attempt to the end of the round. So yeah, really nice. Okay guys, thanks for watching this video. I will put a really long musical AFK on this track, and yeah, so Ronan have this rule that there should be like 20 tracks, because if it's more, then it's way long to play and people start leaving, or yeah, it become very long event. So I put all tracks that wasn't dedicated to ZCL beginner, which basically how many 7 or 8 track from this ZSL showcase was like for ZSL. So yeah, that's why I put less tracks, and I believe Ronan show like more of them. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching, see you next time, and see you on ZSL beginner.